My name's Neil Henderson, and my job is to help to look after the native bush here. So this is a very large area of bush, so don't wander off because you'll be lost. No. So just enjoy yourselves and come on, follow me here. That stuff flowering there is called kanuka, and it's kind of like our Christmas tree. Kanuka, K-A-N-U-K-A. So when you look around, you can see the white flowers. And this place here is called a pā harakeke, and a pā is like a sort of a fortress. And this is a harakeke fortress, if you like. And the harakeke, you can strip the leaves and just weave it, or you can scrape the leaves and you get the fabric from it. And so you can make quite delicate stuff, to make all their clothing, to make baskets. Wow. And which is like a skirt.
Yeah.
And these bags called kete. So this is a native plant that was used for hundreds and hundreds of years by Maori. And look, we got bananas there. But they're green, but we call them ladies' fingers.
Ladies' fingers. It's
not from New Zealand. I think it is from China. And no offense. But I'm interested because we call it mignonet vine. Okay, it produces these leaves, and you can eat these.
Oh yeah, this is a Chinese medicine. It's good for health.
云南白药的主要成分就是这个。
那我们可以组织点中国人来摘这个，中国人不是很喜欢这种。
And this is where we've been working recently, and we have these plants which are problem plants, like this one, and it's called wild ginger. And I'll show you a bit about what it looks like.
什么 ginger？
Well. So it's ginger, but you can't eat it. And unfortunately, it spreads through the forest. So you can see where I pulled this one up. You can see it runs right down through, right through here. And I mean, interesting. It has a strong smell.
Is this edible? Yes, it still smells like ginger.
It's also ginger.
It's very close. It has big bright yellow flowers with a strong scent, very beautiful smell, very strong. But it takes over, and we've been pulling it out, coming in here and doing work to dig it out, and we put the green on the ground, so this stuff just rots down. But this stuff is very vigorous, and we put it in here.
Let's keep living.
So very strong, very vigorous, and as you can see, when it opens up this bit, it can push up through. Okay, so this stuff went in just last year, and you see it sprouting up from the root. We dig them out, put them in the bag. It means that we don't have to use chemicals to kill it. So this is one of our body bags here. We're serial killers. But it's a good opposite for this.
Yeah.
And it's also very useful. So let's say we're lost. Okay? We're lost. We've just gone up. We're lost. How are we going to find our way out? Now we could head off that way and then find that it's not going anywhere. How do we find our way back here to start again, you know? So what we do is they use these. So if you pick these things, you can lay them on the ground. And so if I'm going this way, so you've got the curl, you lay them on the ground so that I might go all that way, and then I go, nah, So I can follow these back. And they'll bring me back here.
Okay.
And then I can go that way. And generally speaking, if you're lost and there's a stream, follow the stream down. Because eventually it will get to the sea. So yeah. In this case, it might take you about 2 hours, but you get there.
Yeah.
And see the tree in behind you that has fallen down? Has interesting leaves on it. And they look a bit like celery. So we call it celery pine. Its real name is Tanikaha. The bark from this, you take the bark off, it produces a bright orange dye. So when you do your weaving, you can dip it into the dye from the bark and you get this beautiful orange colour on the weaving. Eat small insects that fall on the 7. See, look at that one in the distance. See over there? So as you can see, we came up here with some nets. Put a net in overnight, and we got about 7 in the net. We also got crayfish and also an eel as well. Eels live underneath the bank of the stream in a hole, yeah? So all of these fish live in here all the time. And then one day they swim down to the sea and then they lay their eggs. And then the little fish, we have like little freshwater crayfish in here called kura as well.
半年时间就给它吃光了。
Oh, yeah. Right. So, I always thought it should be good for something. Come into an area on a hot sunny day and there's lots of it. The whole area smells good, yeah. And I notice I feel a lot less anxious on those occasions, so maybe that's the thing. Really lovely. I remember when I was a child in the countryside, it was growing everywhere and I thought it was wonderful. And now I have to pull it down all the time because it's getting on top of the plants. But I saw people harvesting these and putting them in bags for tea, I guess. But I was wanting to know what its Chinese name was, but also what it's useful for. Like if you have it as a tea, if you just put hot water with it, and that's all? Just hot water?
I put this for boiling some water.
Yeah.
For soothing. Good for the body.
For soothing?
Yeah,
so,
soothing.
And so is that like for, you know, because children get rashes?
Yeah.
So good for
that's
rashes?
That's good
Okay.
rashes.
So make the people get anxious. Use this one to relieve them.
Oh, good for reducing anxiety.
We call it a fever.
Yeah.
Out inside the body.
Cool. We've got a lot growing up at another place. So when I get my volunteers, we say the job to do.
And
Look. And you walk into there and but in summertime these berries will ripen and they go beautiful purple black. Beautiful. You pick a whole lot and you can have them raw just with ice cream, or you can cook them up and make jam. Really lovely. Children always end up with purple fingers, yeah? Oh look. It's just my pet bird. Just come.
Is it
let's see what happens.